Hello, welcome to Beth Roars, where we look at your favourite singers to find out what makes them them. This one is a patron vote winner, yay! But it's also particularly close to my heart as a friend of mine, Pierre, used to listen to them around our flats all the time when I used to live with him. And, it just reminds me of him. Hey, Pierre!
If it be your will that I speak no more, and my voice be still as it was before,
Mom.
I will speak no more, I shall abide until
So cool, okay.
I am spoken for, if it be your will.
Her voice embodies so many opposites. It has this warmth, this bluesiness, but yet this light and ethereal quality. And that's what's really fascinating about her tone, and actually both of their tones, how it has this real contrast. It feels so warm. It's a really cool contrast. Oh, also she did a really cool yodel. So she's moving between her chest voice, and then making a real difference, so she ends up in a really light, breathy, falsetto-y sound at the top. And a lot of the time we want to smooth out that break, but sometimes it can be really beautiful to make something of it. In fact, of course, there's a whole genre of music based around it, yodeling. But in a lot of contemporary music, it's used sparingly, but it is a beautiful texture.
If it be your will that a voice be true,
She's got so much resonance.
broken hill, I will sing to you. From this broken hill, all your praises they shall ring. If it be your will to let me sing.
So as she gets up to that higher range, you can hear how the sound is becoming slightly more, well, what people will probably describe as nasal. It's not necessarily nasal, it's probably more twang, which is when the vocal tract actually narrows a little bit. Now, if you're trying this, I don't want you to try and narrow your vocal tract, but I do want you to think about how you feel the resonance. Now, some people can feel this more easily than others, and it's really an interesting thing to play about when you're learning to sing, where you feel that resonance in your body. Now, often people, to get volume in that big tone, try and push that voice out, project it forward. But actually, if you can shift your focus from pushing into getting volume to finding resonance in your tone in different ways, then your volume will happen naturally. So often it's about shaping your vocal tract or finding the places that you feel it. And some people are really visual and they want to see a color or a shape to help them get there. But for me, I feel the sound moving up my body like this. So moving from in my mouth and up to here, you might feel it differently though. Interesting. I love it when people are really good at oohs. And the thing that they're doing there is kind of closing. So you're getting dynamics, going from quiet to loud, back to quiet again, but also going from a closed mouth to an open mouth. Having that closed mouth adds a kind of squeezed sound, so it makes it feel quite intense. And as you open up, that squeeze releases. Can you hear that? I think they were also adding a little bit of fry in there as well, which is this sound.
From this broken hill, all your
Oh, that twang.
they shall ring.
It just cuts through with that high-end frequency, but you can see how relaxed she is. It doesn't look like she's trying that hard, and as I say, that is the key. It's not forcing your voice. It's finding the correct shape that will help you just allow it. So everything is nice and relaxed, and she has this, that twang in her voice.
If it be your will, if there is a choice, let the rivers fill, let the hills rejoice.
And their voices.
Let your mercy spill on all these burning hearts in hell. If it be your will to make us well.
Wow. That tone! I love it!
And draw us near.
I love how the harmonies, sometimes she's going up and sometimes she's going underneath, but they blend so well. And this just comes from singing a lot together. They may have gone through and worked out exactly what they're doing, but often once you've sung with someone for years, it becomes really natural. You start doing the same nuances. Plus, because they're sisters, anatomically they're probably fairly similar, so you get that blend of voices that sounds quite good together because their voices will be very similar.
And bind us tight.
Their pitching is
All your
spot on.
children here in their rags of light.
Wow, I really want to go back to that. Okay, so we're going back to 247.
All your children here
Wow.
in their rags of light.
Oh, that was wicked. I love how they're kind of swapping who's doing the yodel. I've never heard anyone do that before in a harmony setting. Normally in harmonies you might avoid a vocal nuance that's quite big like that. But because they've worked it out, it's so beautiful. That's so interesting. I had never thought to use that before. Maybe I'll add it to a choir piece. Might be weird. Too many people.
In our rags of light, all dressed to kill. And in this night, if it be your will, in this night,
Wow.
if it be your will.
I love how she went up to that higher note and went to a slightly lighter place, less belted, actually probably slightly more towards head voice in her mix, but she still had that tone. Both of them have very good breath support, so you're not getting either a squeezed or a breathy tone. It sounds well supported, it sounds strong, and these harmonies, the way that there is intertwining, wonderful. Oh, I love the tree behind them as well. And that's almost like yodeling, the da-da-da-da-da. They're using such interesting things which I haven't really heard before. Wow. I just had to sit and listen at the end because there's so much going on, and they have these amazing tones that can both be warm yet cut through yet sound ethereal. As I say, they are all about contrast, even in the way they're doing yodels, which is a really contrasty style of singing. And their harmonies are so interesting. They kind of go all around the place and using yodels within their harmonies. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.